Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison's joined President Donald Trump at the official opening of the new Visy paper recycling plant in Ohio. The event also doubled as a campaign-style event for the president, with his loyal voter base turning out to show their appreciation for jobs coming back to the region. There was also a resounding welcome for Visy boss Anthony Pratt. Donald Trump described him as one of Australia's greatest businessmen. Sky News host Laura Jays begins our coverage.
There's no mistaking what the thousands of people were here for today. It was for Trump and jobs, but mostly Trump. This is Trump Heartland, Ohio, Wapakoneta. This is where he'll be centering his 2020 re-election campaign for. Now, Scott Morrison stood by for 20 minutes quite patiently while Trump whipped up the crowd with compliments, though, to Scott Morrison for being Trump-like.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison and he recently won the election in Australia, some of you know, and it was supposed to be close, and he blew him away because he believes a lot of the same things I believe, I guess.
Scott Morrison returned the favour with a Wapakoneta pronunciation and a comparison to Australia.
It's great to be here in Wapakoneta. Is that right? Is that close? Wapakoneta. But you'd think I'd get it a bit better because we've got Wagga Wagga, Wollongong, Wallarang, Wangaratta, Warrnambool, Woolloomooloo.
Pratt Industries is certainly an industry that is felt keenly here in Wapakoneta, Ohio. It's meant hundreds of jobs, and Anthony Pratt is promising thousands more right across the Midwest. Between the three of them, it was a love-in, trying to outdo each other with compliments.
Anthony is one of the most successful men in the world. Perhaps Australia's most successful man, as they say, right, Mr. Prime Minister, and he is he's building he'll be investing anywhere from $5 to $10 billion in the United States, and this is one of his great plans.
$2 billion facility. We would not have invested in this plant if it wasn't for President Trump's election. He's given us a tremendous faith in investing in America, and we've redoubled down on our investment in America. And with the construction of this plant, we will have, as a result of that, sir, 9,000 American manufacturing jobs in the United States, and we're very proud of that. I'd like to say that the Prime Minister has generated 29,000 jobs a month since he was Treasurer and Prime Minister, and he's the Don Bradman of Australian job creation. Don Bradman was our Babe Ruth.
Oh, wow.
In cricket.
That sounds pretty good.
So Scott Morrison has received a taste of what a Trump rally is like today. Thousands of people, and now it's on to Chicago and New York. This is Laura Jays reporting from Wapakoneta, Ohio.
And Laura Jays also took the time to speak to a number of people who were in the crowd. Look, they were there mainly to see Donald Trump and Visy boss Anthony Pratt. While some didn't know who Prime Minister Scott Morrison was, they were still happy he was there.
What are you doing here today, and what does it represent to you?
Well, I'm neighbors with the mayor and also have a factory here in Wapakoneta. Just excited to see President Trump. Excited for Pratt coming in, too. It's good for our community.
So what has Pratt done for this local area?
Well, I think the jury's still out, other than it has helped the economy. Jobs are still tough to find, but it's going to be good once it really gets going, gets the second phase going in, and it's been huge for our community.
What are you doing here?
Supporting our president.
And the Australian Prime Minister?
Absolutely. Yeah, we appreciate you guys investing in us big time. That means a lot to us. I think we got a strong relationship, and I think it'll continue.
What has the Pratt Industries done for the local area?
What is what? Oh, it's killed it. It's people are getting jobs again. You know, Trump's doing his job. He's bringing the jobs back. He's opening plants just like this all across the country.
We're very happy that the Pratt Industries is here in Wapakoneta.
And what has Pratt Industries done for the local area?
Well, for one thing, they're going to be hiring more people, and it's a boost to the community. Anytime you get a new industry in and more people are hired, it's a big plus for our community.
If somebody's going to build a building like this, I think they're going to be around for a long, long time. So this town needed it. We've watched our country destroyed, businesses leaving. Finally, we're starting to get something back. So and then I think it's all because of Donald Trump.
Scott Morrison.
Trump Morris. Oh.
That's the Prime Minister, by the way.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, but I think it's nice to see Australia or Pratt Industry investing in this area.
Ladies, appreciate it. Who are you here for?
The Donald, of course.
Yeah, Mr. Trump, President Trump.
Our commander-in-chief.
What about Scott Morrison? Have you ever heard of him?
Who?
The Australian Prime Minister.
No,
I have not.
President Trump.
Why are you here today?
We're here to support Trump.
Yep. We're so excited. We can't wait to see him.
I thought you were here for the Australian Prime Minister.
Maybe that and that too. That's exciting.
Of course,
Yeah.
right.
So what's his name again?
Oh, don't tell me that.
We know that he's really awesome for Pratt.
Yeah.
Girls, what are you here for today? And do you know anything about the Australian Prime Minister?
I'm here to see Mr. Trump. And no, I don't.